6-week update. I'm 36 weeks and 4 days today. But yeah, so yesterday I had my midwife appointment. It was okay, it was just... I feel like I say this every time, but it was my normal midwife this time. Like I said, I'm not really a big fan of her. I feel like I've got more and more frustrated with her each time I see her, because the others seem to be alright, but she was training someone yesterday and it looks like someone else is going to be taking over her job. But I would say they're very similar people, and they were sort of talking between them about things, you know, about like my update and stuff, without asking me stuff, which I felt a bit like, well, some of it I felt like they should have been asking me, because it was obviously about me. It's about me and my baby at the end of the day. And it felt like it was just kind of like them deciding things and them just doing the checks on me, and it was just so quick, and it was just a bit of a nightmare. And again, I probably should have said more than I do. I don't really know what to say. Like, I'm not a very confrontation person. Like, I don't want to come across horrible or rude or anything like that. I wish they were more interested in like a well-being check, like, and you know, talking to me just as like a normal person, asking how I've been and stuff like that. But they don't really, and just ask me like the questions that they need to for my book to write down, and that's literally it. They don't ask me anything else, which is kind of a bit like, well, surely if there was a problem, I know I should bring it up. But it doesn't feel like they give me chance to, and that's what I find most frustrating. And it's like, it also makes me feel like, well, they don't feel welcoming enough to want to talk to them either. Like, I feel like I don't really want to tell them about how I'm feeling and stuff and whatnot, because I don't feel like they give a damn, really. I'm still happy and glad that they've done, you know, they do the checks, they do everything they're supposed to, and make sure the baby's alright, and that is the main thing at the end of the day. I'm measuring 35 centimetres, so that's still perfectly on track, still following the 50th percentile, so that's my fundal height. Baby's heart rate was fine, I think it was 145 or something like that, and it was fine throughout. He is head down, not engaged, still definitely loose, still definitely moving and wriggling around. Yeah, but he's definitely head down, and it seems like he's hopefully staying that way. So that makes me a little bit more like, okay, well, at least if he isn't engaged, at least he's down, and hopefully that'll mean when it happens, he will. But I do feel like my belly looks like it's dropped. I don't know if you can see in the beginning bit that I did this week. But yeah, my belly feels like it's sloping quite a bit, and I definitely feel the weight of it on my legs, like sitting like this. Like, I can feel it on my whole bottom area a lot more. Yeah, they weighed me yesterday, because I think at this point they have to weigh you to get an idea of like if you end up having to have like medication and stuff when you're in there, so they have an idea of how much you weighed. I don't know, that's what my book says anyway. But yeah, they weighed me, but I honestly think their scales are like off, because I think it said like 56, 57 kilograms, and I weigh more than that, I'm sure. I mean, like, everyone else is like, my scales, as you guys can see that I'm weighing 8.13 at the moment, which is the same as last week. Haven't really gained much, but it has still been fluctuating, and it has been going up to 9 every so often. But yeah, still yesterday I really thought that would have been higher, but their scales are like ancient, and they're like the, you know, old thingy scales, and I feel like I don't reckon they're very good. Honestly, because I've weighed myself elsewhere, like at other people's houses and stuff, and I'm the same, so I don't know. Yeah, I still need to do my bloods, and in so many ways it's lucky that I didn't go and get them done. Like, this is sort of what annoyed me to start off with in my appointment, is that when she opened the book, she was like, oh, why is she giving her this thing? And she goes, oh, well, she must need to do some more bloods, not asking me about what happened. And I tried to explain, but they were like sort of talking over me, and I was like, well, I didn't have a chance to in the last week. I haven't been very well, and we've had quite a lot of other bits on, and it's literally, I've got to do it, like, I have a week to do it in, really. Not only obviously didn't have a chance to do it, but I was trying to explain to them that when I had done them previously, and then that lady had said that the last midwife appointment I had said that they didn't do them correctly, and the results didn't come back up properly. But I think that they think that I just haven't done them for like however long, like since way back when like probably 4 or more weeks ago, when she first asked me to have my bloods taken again. And I was trying to explain to her that that's not the case. I have had them done, and this is next time, and it's their fault that I haven't had them done, and it's just like, it's just a headache. And I just felt like they were talking to me like, oh, you must get them done, and it's like, well, yeah, I know, I'm gonna get them done. And if I had gone and got them done this week, the form that she'd given me, she'd written in the details wrong, so it would have been going to the wrong department, the wrong place to get the bloods tested. So it's good that I didn't, because she'd given me the wrong form and I had to change it anyway. So it was just like, why are you making me feel like it's my fault that this is all wrong when she filled it out wrong and you guys didn't do it right in the first place, like when I first got my bloods done. I'm like, to be honest, I kind of feel like I just don't want to, because I don't think it's bad. I think that the pills are doing their job and it's alright. So like I said, it's just ridiculous really. But I've booked my bloods now. Symptoms. I had a pretty bad day again with my pelvic girdle pain. I think I did too much and definitely overdid it. It absolutely killed. It was a bit like how I did like a couple of weeks ago in, I think it was on my 32-week update, I was telling you guys that I just had a day and time that it just absolutely hurt, and it hurt so much. Like, I'd obviously done so much, but then the next day it was still hurting, whereas normally when I sleep, by the morning it feels a little bit easier, and it tends to then build up and get worse towards the end of the day, whereas it was just painful the entire day. So I have been trying to take it a little bit easier, and Liam has been helping me, and like, because he's been working locally, he's been able to take me and Isla to her nursery on and off a little bit, so that's definitely helped. It's eased up since then, but it's still pretty bad. It still really hurts. Still feeling so heavy and large and just like an elephant half the time. My cramping in my legs has definitely got worse. It's definitely when I'm laying down on the sofa or in bed. In the mornings I always seem to like wake up, the last couple of mornings I've woken up and my legs, I can feel that crampy, achy feeling coming on, and I sort of have to adjust, and I can feel it like starting to thing. But yeah, it's obviously the pressure and the weight that's doing it on my legs. And I've still been getting round ligament pain, still been getting like lightning crotch, especially when he's kicking and pushing down there, which he still does a lot. He's still pushing my belly to the limits. It's just like, oh, this is so much more painful than I remember with Isla. My heartburn and Braxton Hicks seem to have eased a little bit. My heartburn's definitely hasn't been as bad as it was. I've had it a little bit on and off still. And Braxton Hicks I haven't had as much. I still get them a little bit of tightenings in the evenings and stuff, but they haven't been quite as intense, and I haven't been getting as many during the day as I was, so I don't know, it's a bit odd one. I kind of felt like it was going to start just keep getting stronger over time, but who knows. But it is crazy to think that this Sunday I'm going to be considered full term. Like, I'm going to be 37 weeks this Sunday. It's just crazy. Like, I still feel like my head can't quite get around the fact that, like, I felt like last time with Isla at 37 weeks I was like, right, let's get this baby out of me, let's start doing, you know, like eating pineapple and drinking the herbal teas and going for walks and trying to get her to come, whereas this time I'm like, no, I'm not, I don't think I'm going to be quite ready like this next week to start trying to get him to come out. I don't think he's ready, to be honest. I do think it will be closer to his due date. I'm hoping he'll come still before his due date and still try and come in November hopefully, but I am still sort of thinking 39 weeks, sometime in 39 weeks is kind of when I think that me and him will be ready to let's get this show on the road sort of thing, and I'll be trying to get him out of me more. But who knows, it could completely change in the next couple of weeks, like from day to day. It feels like some of the feelings and stuff sort of change, so it could definitely change between now and then. But it's also weird to consider myself 9 months pregnant. Like, I was reading my what to expect book, sort of, I just go over it every so often even though I've already read it, and yeah, just to think that I'm actually 9 months pregnant, like I'm in my last month sort of thing, is just like, what? Crazy. And I still feel like we've got so much to get done, so much that we need to get organised, of course. I think you're always going to feel like that though, like when it comes to the end you start to think, oh, I've got a lot to do, you know, and everything needs to be perfect, even though it's never going to be. But hopefully we can get sorted and things will get a little bit better, and hopefully then the next couple of weeks I'll start to feel ready for this baby, and I will be doing my hospital bags. I have added more stuff, I have sort of sorted them out a bit better, and I've borrowed a bag from my sister now, luckily. So yeah, I've got my bag pretty much sorted. I just need to buy a few more things for it, so probably once I've done that I'll show you guys. Hopefully that'll be soon, because I don't want to leave it too long, because I'm scared that if I did go early you guys won't get to see them. So hopefully that will work out soon enough. That's everything. I'll see you in my next week's update. Thanks for watching. Bye.